What's going on, everybody? YouTube land, it's Carbide97 back with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations Optimus Prime. This is a Legends class. I don't know if you can see that or not. This is a special outdoor edition. Thought we might have some better lighting out here. We shall see, shall we not? And there he is inside of his packaging. A little shot of him on the back here. Saw this guy at Dollar General and I thought, hey, why not? Yeah, nice looking little guy. A little bit more G1-y than the 30th anniversary edition from the IDW design. This one doesn't say anything about IDW on the back, I don't think, no. Let me bust him out of this tomb here and we'll see just how awesome he truly is. Alright, so there we have him in his vehicle mode, and as you can see, his sword just kind of rests back here. I didn't really care for it too much on top of the cab, but here you just kind of stick it inside there and just hangs out right there. I mean, you wiggle it out and just flops around a little bit, but anyway, you can take it and stick it on top if you'd like. Right there, it's a pretty snug fit, but it does go in there. And he can, oh gosh, you got me. You know, that's an option for you. I do like the way that his vehicle mode looks. It's very reminiscent of his. It's actually more like a miniature version of the Masterpiece of MP10. But you know, the transformation obviously is much simpler. It's just slightly more complicated than the G1 Optimus Prime. So there he is, and let's take a look at him alongside some of his companions. Alright, so here he is alongside the Night Watch Optimus Prime, Beast Hunters, two Cyberverse guys, and the new and improved Generations 30th Anniversary Edition Optimus Prime. And if that's too much Prime for you, we'll get those guys out of the way. Here he is with Warpath. And I like that scale. I know it's not right. Warpath's not supposed to be that much bigger than Prime. Actually, I think he's supposed to be smaller, if I remember right from the comic books and stuff. But anyway, there he is, to give you some idea of some scale. And we can go ahead and get down to transformation with him. Now, one thing that I noticed was that you compare him to this 30th Anniversary Edition from the IDW design, they do share some transformation similarities. Obviously, he's missing the tops here. He doesn't have any stacks, but the way that they go about their transformation is pretty similar. The only real difference, as far as the transformation itself, is that he doesn't have any. This section right here is solid, and this part here is also not on a hinge. This part here, you know, you can flip it. I don't know if I can do it in vehicle mode now. It's too snug right now. But anyway, that's really the only difference, is just this front section. As far as the transformation goes, obviously there are other design. I mean, look at how much bigger he is. Hello. But I do like his design because it reminds me a lot of the little G1 Prime. But we'll go ahead and transform him, and you'll see that I laid down some darker material. That thing was just, that table's just a little too reflective. Anyway, so what you do is you can pop out his arms here, the sides. You can just grab this little tab here, pop those out. They'll just come straight up. Then you can bring his legs down. And as you'll see, let's see if I can put this back here real quick. There are some mechanisms in this transformation to lock his legs into place. So if you have this down like this, his legs don't, if you tried to pull those out just straight out like that, you would, you know, I don't know if you would break it, but you know, I'm not gonna chance it anyway. I mean, yeah, he's only $6, but I still like him. So as you can see, same principle. He does have the wheels on the bottom, but given his size, there's not much you can do about that without really raising the cost of the guy. You bring that down. And one little complaint that I do have is that even though his legs here are on some joints, there's like almost no range of motion. I mean, you can up and down That's as far as you can go forward and back. And there is kind of a waist swivel in a sense, and it's part of transformation. You get that down there, you're last. And then you twist it around, okay? So then you have his grill on his back. Then you have a nice clean looking chest section. And it is kind of funny where they put the faction symbol on his shoulder. I mean, they didn't have a lot of option with that hole right there. You know, unless they wanted to cover that up, and I don't know what the problem would be in that, if it would reduce flexibility for the ball joint or what. But anyway, now he can come up. And if you take a look at his head, you can really see the G1-esque head in there. I mean, that's straight up G1 Prime, just itsy bitsy teeny weeny guy. And I do, like I said, I do like it. I dig him a lot. And one thing to note, when you go to transform him back into the vehicle, and I guess we could probably do that real quick since it's so simple, you don't just bend the legs here, the whole waist pivots up. He's pretty solidly built, so I mean, I don't think you would have a whole lot of problem getting him transformed. And then you can see there's this little tiny peg there that goes into that hole. Just match those up. And he's in there, and it's good and snug. Drop his head down, twist his waist around, and pin his arms in. So anyway, I'm not going to go all the way back because I want to have him in robot mode to compare him to these other little guys. And you can see just how tiny he really is. And I do appreciate that, because really the smaller that these guys get, without getting, you know, the $30 world's smallest Transformers, he's going to be a fun size to have around Metroplex. And maybe if someday I can swing it to get Fortress Maximus as well. But just fun to have, you know, if you want to set up some sort of a diorama, a little scene with him and some other guys. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and take a look at him alongside of these other guys. Here he is with Generations 30th edition guy, and you can see quite the disparity in height. I'm going to take him out of there and set Beast Hunters next to him. Also much bigger. Take him out of there, and his Nightwatch Prime, so much taller. I mean, that's right side by side, and there. And then, just for the ridiculousness of it, there he is with Warpath. And we'll go ahead and bring that up and out so you can get a little better shot. Alright. So, there you have it, folks. The star of the show, Little Bitty Legends class Optimus Prime. A G1 miniaturization in a little mold that I really enjoy. Like I said, I picked him up from Dollar General, but you can also find him online. You can find the Takara version of him, or Takara, however you want to say that, on, I think on the BigBadToyStore.com, as well as Hasbro Toy Shop, and maybe Toys R Us, I'm not sure. But anyway, you know, for $6, there's also a Bumblebee and a Starscream in the same size. So, you know, not a bad figure. He's fun. He's a nice addition to my collection of Optimus Primes, which is growing quickly and expensively. Anyway, pick him up. You know, you've got $5, $6. What's that? I mean, a couple lattes, maybe one. I don't, depending on if you drink those. I mean, who drinks those? I drink man coffee. If it doesn't put hair on your chest, it's not coffee.
Prime out.
You don't sound like that. Why are you talking?
Prime out.
All right, fine, we're gone. Carbide out.
Carbide out.
Thanks. This is a public service announcement. If you do not subscribe to Carbide 97, I will blow your face off. And that is the truth. Where the man at? I'm not done. I forgot to show you the sword. Oh, that's such a cool little sword. It kind of reminds me a little bit of one of the Dinobots swords, but just little bitty. And here it is with the Nightwatch's swords. That's a cool little sword. And I'm pretty sure you can hold it too. Can you? Can you get it? You can. Look how special you are. Hey, got the sword. Hey, got the sword. Thanks, man. Subscribe, everybody. Peace.